Buenos dias. I'm here today to show you a little bit about Abhyanga warm oil massage. So this is how to do it on yourself. You want to ideally do this every day, except for ladies when you're on your flow, then we don't do it because we want to keep that energy flowing down. And what the Abhyanga does is it directs the energy all over the body in a Viyana circulation kind of direction. When we're on our cycle, everything's going down and we want to keep it that way. You also don't want to practice this if you're ill or have an infection or anything like that, as it again pushes things around and moves things deeper into the tissues, while at the same time it's very cleansing. So the oil has a lipophilic action, so it pulls toxins towards it. So as we practice this oil massage, we're both cleansing the body but rejuvenating it at the same time. Now, right now I have castor oil on my breasts, and castor oil has a very powerful action of breaking up masses. So I have fibrocystic changes in my breasts, which a lot of women do. So doing breast massage with castor oil is very important. For the breast massage, you want to go in the direction towards your armpits. So from the center towards the armpit. And you can also do, little tiny strokes all over. Just get to know yourself and don't be shy. Now, for the rest of the body, I'm using this organic coconut oil that's infused with the herb Brahmi, which is a nervine tonic. It's very cooling to the system, very pacifying to the nervous system, which again, most of us need these days. And so what we want to do is warm up the oil. We just do that in a double burner. So you put a bit of water in a pot and then put your bottle in there and let it heat up for about a minute or two. So you want the oil to be nice and warm, not too hot, obviously. And then the idea is to do nice, slow, downward moving strokes, starting at the head going down. Now, a lot of times, Abhyanga is instructed to do, and massage in general is towards the heart. But actually, I was taught by Dr. Ram Kumar of Punarnava Ayurveda and Vaidyagrama Hospital that we should be focusing on slow downward moving strokes. This is very important because as we're focusing on the epidermis and the skin, we're working with Vata dosha, which is related directly to our pranic vital life force energy. And so we have to be very careful on which direction we're pushing this energy to make sure that we're staying nice and grounded, calm, centered, and not disturbing Vata dosha. We have to have nice, slow, downward moving strokes, and then quick upward moving strokes towards the heart. Again, most times they're saying to go up towards the heart, but we want to focus on down, slow, soothing strokes, quick towards the heart. So I'll show you that right now. And you, again, start with the upper body and move your way down. Basically, you can't go slow enough on the way down. So it's the same in the whole body. You'd want to do the same action on the legs. And then when it comes to the joints, we go around on the joints. So on your wrists, it's nice to do this action. Around on the elbows, around on the shoulders. Slow down. Quick up, around, slow, around, slow. So you would do that on the whole body. On your tummy, you want to go in the direction of the digestion, which is clockwise. And even though the head is at the top, so technically you'd want to start with the head, I do the head last because otherwise I get my hair all over my body and it's very itchy. So I'll show you guys Shiroabhyanga. So for the head massage, you want to part your hair in the center. Do it on a day that you're going to wash your hair. And again, you heat up the oil. So you could use this same coconut Brahmi. If you're in a cold climate, you can use sesame oil. Coconut is only for warm climates. So if your coconut oil isn't liquid, don't use it for external use. You can still use it for a little bit of cooking, but it's meant to be, the oil has to be matching the climate and your constitution. So even if you are a Pitta individual, if you're living in a winter climate, you should still be using more of a warming oil. So sunflower is more of a neutral one that may be good for you. I have all these details on my blog. Now this is a very potent medicated oil called Kayonyari, and it has coconut oil as the base. Again, it has brahmi, it has bringaraj, which is the king of hair herb. It's actually made with cow's milk as well. So I got this from India a couple years ago, and since I have it, I'm going to use it. But again, you could use just plain coconut or sesame oil. So you want to pour in the midline of your scalp. Since this is a wide open mouth of the bottle, I'm just going to pour it in my hand so that I don't waste it and spill it all over. So I've got it in my hand, put it on the top of my head, rub it in. You want to just really soak that whole sagittal line, that midline crease. And once you've got the midline crease done, you also want to get the sides. You can start at the temple and go back. They say that if you start this practice before you start graying, then it will help prevent gray hair and hair loss. I think even if you have some hair loss and graying, it will still help, but it's always best to prevent. So once it's all over your head, I didn't do both sides, but you would, then you would just go along with your hands and give yourself a nice massage. You can start with it being nice and invigorating, going a little faster. I like to move my hands like this on the scalp. Just like almost like you would be washing your hair, but you're rubbing the oil in. Give yourself a nice good massage, focus on the temples. You can also do face massage with either of these oils. There are special face oils, of course, but lots of times when you're doing your head massage, the oil seeps down onto your face, so you can just use that same oil, really get in the temples and the jaw. Especially if you clench your jaw at night, make sure you spend some good time on your jaw. You can even do some stretches. You can put your fingers right here at your cheekbone and then open the mouth as you pull your hands down. Really just working with this masseter. You can also go from the jawbone up. It hurts a little more, but it feels so good. And you can do the same thing at the temporalis, where you find that temporal area and stretch. Opening your mouth as you pull the muscle. So there's all kinds of things you can do with head and face and body massage, but it doesn't have to be all technical. The point is just applying the oil and letting it soak in. So once the oil is on, you want to let it soak in for ideally 45 minutes, at least 25 minutes, and then you rinse off in a warm shower. So the trick to get the oil out of your hair, I also like to, once the oil is in, take a comb and brush the oil through. Pro tip, always start with detangling your hair at the bottom, and this will break your hair less. I'm sure you already know this, but it's an important reminder that I have to give myself all the time. So when it comes to washing your hair after, the trick to get the oil out is to put the shampoo directly on your oily hair without getting it wet first, okay? So you put the shampoo, lather it on, you're gonna think, what, this is a crazy oily mess. You splash a bit of water, lather it up good, now it'll become bubbly, and then rinse it off and then wash again normally. So what that does is it allows the soap to really grab on to the oil and pull it out of the hair. All right? Happy massaging.